Did you know that only one of the following statements is not true as I record this video? Statement 1. It takes longer to regenerate stamina if standing up brings the bar to 0 rather than running. Statement 2. Negative armor stats affect your run speed. Statement 3. Having the overweight status does not affect the amount of time it takes to regen stamina. Statement 4. You don't regenerate your stamina bar any quicker with higher endurance. Statement 5. Fatigue does not play a role in how quickly you regenerate stamina. Do you think you know what it is? I'm willing to bet that 68% of you are incorrect. If you want to accept the challenge, reply to my pinned comment with the statement you think is incorrect right now before watching the rest of the video. For those of you that cheat, I hope that you hit a red light every single intersection that you go to next time you drive. And for the rest of you, I wish you all good fortunes. While you're doing that, let me just say, hello everyone, this is CCTL and welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video, part 1 of 2 of a 12.12 movement guide covering the new stamina system. My goal with this video is to give you the tools and information to let you manage your stamina better. Real quickly for anyone unaware, stamina is this bar down here. When it's in the red, you're going to become out of breath, can't run, can't jump, stand up more slowly, can become fatigued, etc. The number of things that can impact it has greatly increased recently, and you will find yourself out of stamina much more than you would like. Pretty soon, you're going to need oxygen tanks in your loadout like this. In patch 12.12, running now consumes more stamina because it takes a bit of time to get up to speed with the introduction of inertia. Jumping also takes more stamina, because people can only jump 3 times before getting winded in real life. Standing up also consumes stamina, and not instantly, which is important to note. Stamina will regenerate over time unless you do something that either pauses it or takes stamina up. Maintaining ADS for too long to deplete your arm stamina will start to drain your leg stamina and thus pause your stamina recovery. Taking a single step while crouched will pause it. Being critically overweight, getting shot, etc. They will all pause it or reduce it. Endurance is the main thing that affects your stamina bar. Instead of thinking it like a meter, think of it more like your XP bar right here. But it's comprised of stamina points instead of XP. At level 2 endurance, which I did much of my testing on, my character had 2% more stamina in this stamina bar. Stamina bar looks the same, but at level 2 it contains 2% more. And for my level 14 character, it contains 14% more stamina points. So if this represented 100 initially, for my level 2 character, it would be 102. And for my level 14 character, it'd be 114. I bring this up because it seems like we have 2 characteristics about endurance that cancel each other out in terms of stamina regeneration. You have X% more stamina, but you regenerate it the same amount faster. This means regenerating your bar for someone at level 0 would be the same as regenerating it at level 50. So that means statement number 4 is true. There are 3 brand new situations in 12.12 that can easily get you killed due to the stamina changes. The first is getting shot reduces your stamina so that you can't escape if you're encountered by an enemy. If you were just above the red portion on your stamina bar, getting shot would send you into the red and then you wouldn't be able to run away from your enemy. The second is standing up will slowly drain the stamina bar even though you can walk. This pauses regeneration for longer than you would expect. It actually makes it so that in the upright position, it appears that your stamina bar takes more time to regenerate than it would if you were running. If you were crouched or prone and needed to reposition, it would take a bit of time to get your stamina back if it sends you into the red. Potentially standing up can make the stamina bar go negative or something? Anyways, statement number 1 is true. Third situation that you can get yourself in is to be fatigued without any food. Fatigue affects the rate that you lose energy. But after testing, I noticed it did not directly affect the rate in which you gain stamina, which should regenerate in 24 to 25 seconds. That means statement number 5 is true. Energy doesn't have a significant effect on stamina regeneration until about 25 energy when you start to see slight decreases in speed. As energy approaches 0, stamina regeneration while walking will be exponentially slowed down until you don't regain it anymore. We need to get to the Goshan! Now let's move on to some tips from what we learned. Is it me, or does Tarkov feel like it's on Jupiter with the amount of energy that you have to expend when you jump? Here's a little tip for interchange. You can get over the guardrails by turning slightly and just running into them. You can see I use a lot less stamina than jumping. Tip number 2.
Can you help me out, please?
If you found this content helpful or entertaining, I have a lot more videos created and planned. You should smash that like out of that shit button and subscribe so you can get more helpful and entertaining Tarkov content in the future. I know throwing this in the tips section is pretty cheeky, but I wanted to make sure that you heard that I thank you for watching. Tip number 3. Unless you have a mule or blue stim or are right near an extract, being critically overweight is a death sentence. Even picking up your backpack takes stamina. Tip number 4. Make sure that you're thinking about food when you start to get under 50 energy, especially if you plan on sprinting a lot. Tip number 5. Even though it doesn't affect your stamina regen, try not to get fatigued. Instead of sprinting your full bar, try to do it a bit over half. This may save your life if you get shot, and also avoid you getting the fatigue status and needing to eat as much. Tip number 6. Try to find the weight limit that your PMC can hold without preventing stamina from recovering while walking. It's somewhere around 40 to 41 kilograms for my 0 strength character and 44 to 45 for my 13 strength character. Any shotgun shell that's 0.05 kilograms will be 1 kilogram as a stack of 20. Pack yourself up with these, go into an offline raid, and drop 1 kilogram until you don't lose stamina while walking. This will allow you to optimize the amount that you can carry without having to figure that out in raid. Tip number 7. Try not to consume all your arm stamina, that way affecting your leg stamina. You already have enough to deal with thinking about your leg stamina. Try repositioning instead of using your leg stamina. You'll be able to gain your arm stamina back while you're running, and your leg stamina back when you're aiming. So which of the last 2 statements are false? On the left side, you have an overweight character weighing 45 kilograms. On the right, a 10 kilogram hatchling. Both their stamina bars fill up at the same time, so statement number 3 is true, leaving us with statement number 2 as false. I can't really demonstrate statement number 2 being false with one character right here, but I calculated it, and movement speed penalties from armor do not affect sprint speed. They only affect walk speed. I don't know if that's a bug or if it's intentional, but it is what it is, and I will see you in Tarkov.